What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to make a quick video on the Canon 24-240 lens. Now for starters, the lens comes in at $800, $899 actually, so chalk it up to be $900 with tax and everything. And that is on Amazon. I will leave a link down below in the description box for you guys so you can click on that. But the big question is the lens actually worth $900? There are actually a lot of things that I like about this lens, and I want to go over that in this video just to see if this is something for you as well too. Number one, being the fact that it is a 24-240 millimeter, this is going to be a super zoom lens, which is fantastic for if you want to get some shots that are way far back, and it's also perfect if you want to get some really close-up shots, especially given the fact that I'm actually shooting with this lens right now and I have it set to 35 millimeters. I find that the sweet spot when it comes down to making my up-close personal videos. Now, since you are given the option to shoot from 24 to 240, I find that using the 35 millimeter and the 50 millimeter is perfect when you're going to be shooting some type of B-roll footage. 50 millimeter is fantastic, but even you can get away with 35. 35 millimeter is also very good for doing B-roll as well too. Now the lens itself is actually on the heavier side, and it can be a pro and it can be a con. The pro is that if you're going to be shooting footage handheld, it actually helps you keep the camera a little bit more steady as opposed to something that's a little bit small you can easily shake with the footage if you're not using a gimbal. The con to actually having a heavier lens is if you're going to be vlogging. If you're holding the camera up to your face and constantly vlogging every day, it gets very tiring, and I found it to be very tiring. Not even 30 seconds of actually trying to film myself while holding the camera. Now, me personally, I actually like the fact that it is a heavier lens, kind of somewhat of a bigger lens. Main reason why is because it just seems a little bit more serious. Like the camera is a little bit more serious as opposed to something that's a little bit more dainty and small. It just doesn't make a statement. Me personally, that's just a personal preference. I like the fact that it's a little bit sturdy, a little bit heavier. And I think it also helps just for the looks of the camera. It just gives a really nice overall look, being the fact that it's a bigger lens on the camera. Now again, like I said, the lens itself is $900, but that lens actually comes with the Canon EOS RP. So that way you don't have to buy this lens separate. If you're looking into getting a new camera, you can look into the Canon EOS R, you can look into the Canon EOS RP, you can look into, multiple cameras. But if you're specifically honed in on getting this specific lens and you want to not pay a hefty price for it, you can actually just get it with the EOS RP. So that way you kill two birds with one stone. You get a great camera and you also get a great lens as well too. Now again, if you aren't getting the EOS RP and you simply want the lens by itself, you're paying $900. But the question for today, is it worth $900? Me personally, I would say yes, and I would also say no. My yes is because the quality that it gives you and the versatility that it gives you is out of this world. It's by far fantastic. It's by far one of the best lenses that I've actually owned before. Now, the reason why I say no is because of the price. The price is $900 and it is a little bit on the pricier side. Again, this is one of the Canon's cheaper lenses, especially being the fact that it's very good quality. Now, my only opposition to that is if you were to find it cheaper on a different site. Say, for example, somebody's selling a used one, I'd say go for it. If you have the money to drop $900 on a lens, go for it. And the reason why is because it's a fantastic lens and I can't get past the versatility that it gives you, and that's why it is worth it. So my answer is yes, and it is no. So it's yes for certain people who can afford to do it, and it's a no for the people who simply can't afford to buy a lens that's $900. Now, if you can find it cheaper, go for it. Go for it, because this lens is fantastic. I hope that makes sense you know, given the fact that I'm saying yes and I'm also saying no, me personally, if I had the option to buy this lens by itself, if I found it cheaper, I think I would do it. That's if I found it cheaper. But I definitely would look into getting this lens if I didn't have it already. But that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little review. I wanted to keep it on the shorter side for you guys. But hopefully for those who are looking into getting this lens, I hope this helped you out. Thank you and have a good day.